Okay, page 6 in the packet here. For this one, you want to draw yourself a little triangle. And they're telling me that B is the biggest angle. If this is the biggest angle, or the smallest, sorry, it's the smallest angle, then that makes this the smallest side. So AC would be the smallest side. C is in the middle, so that means AB, the side across from it, is in the middle. A is the biggest, so BC, the one across from it, is the biggest. Over here, I can use the same triangle, but now they're saying BC, this side, is the biggest side. So angle A would have to be the biggest angle. AB is in the middle, this one, that's across from angle C. So that means C comes next. AC is the biggest side, so angle B is the biggest angle. All right, here's some hinge theorem problems. Here I've got this is the same length as this, and of course these are the same, so they share those. So this angle here, which is ADC, which is this one, okay, the amount that's open depends on how long this side is. Okay, so this side's open 4.5 long, so that's going to open this a certain amount. Since these are the same and this is longer, it's going to open this angle up to be wider than this angle. Okay, so ADC is going to be smaller than ADB. Here, this side is 9 and this is 8. The 9 is going to stretch angle 1 to be bigger than angle 2. This is 108 degrees, that would make this 72. This 108, since this is 15 and this is 15, and these are the same, okay, so I've got a hinge. Okay, this is going to be longer than this one because the hinge is open wider here. So AB is going to be bigger, so I'm going to have it open up towards the AB. This is E. Here, this is 75 and 75, so that tells me that these are congruent. So this is 12, this is 12. So I've got the same situation, only now they're not sharing a side. But since they've got two congruent sides, the length of this third side is going to depend on how wide these angles are opened up. This angle is open more, so BC here, this one, is going to be bigger than this one. So BC is the bigger one. All right, for 49, if we assume that X is the biggest side, that means that 5 and 28 are the small ones, and they have to add up to be bigger than the missing side. So that means X has to be smaller than 33. If X is a small one, then X plus the other small side has to be bigger than 28. So that means it's got to be, X has to be bigger than 23. Here, if X is the biggest, these two are going to add up to be bigger than that. So adding those, I get 19. So X got to be smaller than that. If X is a small one, then it's small with 7, which means if I subtract the 7 over, I'll get 12 minus 7, which is 5. So X has to be bigger than 5, but less than 19. I'm using this picture, GF. Here, this is 15. This is a 2-to-1 ratio between GF and KG. So KG is going to be 30. Here they're saying JG, this piece is 13. JE, the whole thing. Okay, so this is 2/3. I need to find the whole thing. So 2/3 of something is 13. So I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal 3/2. And I would get 39 halves, which is 19.5. JL, this whole thing is 22. They're asking what this is. Well, since all these are medians, this is a median. That means that this is a midpoint. If this is 22, this one would be 11. DE, this whole side is 45. dm, which is half of it, would be half the length. PD, which is this, is 20. PN is going to be 10, because that's a 2-to-1 ratio. DO is 8.5. What is the whole thing? Twice as much, which would be 17.